What is up, guys? How's all my future social media marketing millionaires and my industrious entrepreneurs doing today? We're back again, hitting it hard, just like I told you. Today, we're going to dig into modules 5 and 6. Okay, so quick disclaimer: I'm going to be looking down to check my notes, not because I'm being rude, but just because I want to make sure I give the most value, and I don't want to miss any of the points that I was able to extract from the course. So with all that said and done, let's hop right in. Module 5 had to do with the pricing. And the way the course was marketed, it was like, they said that you could have a couple of price points. I think it was like there's like the basic price points, like $997. This is going to be in US dollars, by the way. For those of you that are in another country, I guess you're going to have to maybe convert that to your local currency. Anyway, there's a $997 package, a $1997 package, a $3,997, $5,000, and then there's a $10,000 package. That's basically what he was getting at, and it's just with each more expensive course comes more features that you add. That's basically what that was down to. It was a pretty straightforward module. With this module number 6 had to do with niche selection, and niche is basically just the type of customer or client that you're going to go after. And this particular speaker kind of alluded to trying to go after clients that have high ticket items or services. So in other words, that would be like working for a catering hall that does weddings, and the average price for a wedding, I don't even know because I haven't had a wedding in a catering hall or anything, but like I would assume it's like $6,000, $5, $6, $7, maybe even $10, maybe $20,000 weddings. If you went to them and you pitched them that you want to work for them and you're going to charge them the $997, let's say, price, they'll probably be more into it, because if you get them a couple of customers at $5,000 a pop, it's totally worth it. As opposed to maybe working at a barbershop where, the average ticket item is maybe $40 for a haircut. So you're going to have to do a lot more work to make it worth it. Or your pit, you're going to have to entice them more. So that's kind of what they were talking about with the niche selection. He kind of that particular speaker was just kind of alluding to, he would recommend going for higher clients with higher ticket items. And that is about it. But I'm going to lump some other ones together since that module was short. So we're going to go into module 7, 8, and 9 also. We'll put those together also. So module 7 was about naming your company. So now we're getting into the formation of the business part of the course. And this is just naming the company. And basically the name, he was just basically saying, try to name it something that relates to the niche that you select. He's big on not creating an ambiguous name or something that doesn't make sense. Don't name it after yourself, because that could cause a problem if you want to sell the business down the road. You're not a part of it anymore. You're gonna either have issues selling the business, or you're gonna probably take a deep discount to sell it since your name is attached to it. He said that those things might happen, so to prevent that, try not to name it after yourself. That's pretty much what the naming module was. It was pretty straightforward. Module 8 is another technical module. It is on forming the company, and again, this is in the United States, and he kind of just said, go to LegalZoom. LegalZoom has a pretty straightforward method. That's actually how I did it. I think it cost me like $400 to do everything, and they had everything done in a couple of weeks. But there's some additional stuff. I'm in New York, so there's some additional stuff that I had to do, which I actually didn't even finish doing it yet. I'm not going to lie. I haven't finished the additional stuff. The company's formed. The LLC is formed, but there's a bunch of other tiny little things that you got to do on your own that I still need to do. What else as far as forming the company? And he just basically said that it's just do it just to protect yourself, because if in the event you get sued, you don't want the people that are suing you to, go after you. It's better that they just go after the company. So that's pretty much what he said, more or less, in a nutshell. Module 9 was on selecting a domain name or a website name. And basically, you just want the domain to be something that's simple. You don't want it to be too ambiguous. What else was there? Yeah, you want it simple. You don't want it to be too ambiguous or complicated. You don't want any crazy spellings. You want the domain name to kind of inform the potential client what you do. So, for example, he was saying, like, if you're like, let's say, if you're marketing for a barbershop, a good name would be like get clients for barbershops.com. Not that simple, but something like that kind of explains everything right off the bat. And he also said if you can't get the exact name that you want, you can use, a name that might not be as good because of the fact that most people find websites nowadays through Google. So, the name isn't going to break it. If you don't get that perfect name, you can kind of have something else and you'll still be okay. What else was there? That's about it for the most part. That's pretty much about it. So I think I'm going to shut this one down. And if you guys have any questions, I know I kind of went through it quick, but those 3 modules were really just straightforward, naming the company, forming the company, and choosing a domain name. I mean, it's pretty simple. There was nothing too, crazy about it. So I will see you guys for module 10 and 11. Take care.